Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds among heavyweights. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W.
His adversary, Bonecrusher
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves. Here we go.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number one. Think about the great historic moments in the sport, and many times you think about the one single big punch that finished a great fight. He's the kind of fighter that can do that here tonight.
Yeah, and more importantly than that, yeah, he has the power, but there's been other guys. Ernie Shavers had great power. He never won the heavyweight title. You have to have a trick to get it to the target when it's most needed. Like Rocky Marciano against Ezra Charles. You know, Marciano had very little time left. His nose was split, and the ref was going to stop the fight. He had to land that punch, and he had a little trick. Started one hand, threw the other.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Not able to land the headshot. Good, strong combo. Gets him with the right hand. Good left there. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Teddy, what are some of the things you look for early on when you get a big puncher against a guy that really likes to take the fight to the inside?
I think the big puncher, he's going to start drooling. His eyes are going to light up like he's seen a big, juicy steak. Catch the guy as he's coming to you. Don't wait till he gets inside. You know he's coming in. Tee off on him.
Committing to the combo now. Both land. Scored well up top. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. And now a well-placed hook to the head. And there he is scoring with the right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Now he's getting into a groove. You can tell he just landed a three-punch combination. This round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day, where we couldn't get any winners, at least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, the athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track or used up, of course, in the gym.
Good combination to the head. Well-placed hook there. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Here he comes, nice and aggressive, red hot going after it, much the way he finished up the action the last time we saw him in the last round.
Hey, look, if you're a fisherman and the fisher was good in a certain spot, you can't wait to get the boat out to that same spot. He's rowing right out there.
He fires off the combination there and it lands. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. You know, that jab is so basic, so simple, but as you can see, so very effective for him early on in this fight.
Yeah, well, he's telling his opponent, you're not coming onto my property. You know, I have a dog here, and this dog bites.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Putting his punches together, landing two shots there. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Solid left. Both guys have a lot to be proud of with their performances in this round so far, and they still want to give more. What an encore in this final minute.
If you were a kid, you would feel that you're on one of those rides at Space Mountain. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
Crashes home with a hook. There's the old 1-2 coming in. And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now, he needs them right now.
So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself again. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here, having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
It's kind of like being at the carnival. You know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something either bigger, but you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Very accurate with the double jab. Bonecrusher's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Teddy, what's the one thing that shows you a fighter like this is recovered? That a guy who was just knocked down in the last round now comes out to the next round and is fine.
Well, the first thing I look at is, does he behave the way that he normally behaves? You know, is he a guy that all of a sudden starts running at his opponent, and that's not his kind of style? That tells me he's still hurt. That tells me he's still a little drunk.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Punches and bunches, combination up top. A flush hook scores well for him. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land a counter.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. That right hand serving him well. Right to the belt line. Little head knocking with that right hand. Unable to score with the hook. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. And that's the end of round 3.
Get some water. Now look, you can score punches with your jab easy, okay? Easy. I need you to string together more punches. Throw the uppercut, and I need you to follow it up with... Take a deep breath. This is your night. Keep closing the gap. When you get too close to him,
As we start round number 4, not a lot separating these guys. Sometimes you can steal a round or two just by being the busier guy.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit about those legendary stories the old-timers used to tell me about Rocky Marciano. You know, they used to say that he used to hit the guy's arms. You know, he wasn't scoring clean, but he was keeping his opponent from scoring back. And then later...
Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
get inside, get inside. Good job.
Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there. work with the left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. A little head hunting with the right. And the consistent work rate of his opponent is now getting to him. He's getting hit. Oh! How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment.
One, two, three.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Flush shot, the left hand came in. Completely missing with that punch. Doubles up the jab. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Well, he's got the attitude. Something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do.
Move your head. Come on, baby. Move your head. Side to side. Move your head side to side. Come on now.
Missed the target with that hook.
All right. Relax. You're leaving yourself open now. You're throwing your punches wide. Keep tight. Keep tight. You're good?
All right. You need to pull ahead right here. This fight is way too close, and I need you to double up on the jab, follow up with 2 or 3 more punches. Listen, you need to mix your punches up, throw more punches to the body. Now listen to me, champ.
As he starts this fresh round, coming off a round in which he was knocked down, we often look at his legs. But sometimes even more telling was the disposition and the way that he and his corner acted in between rounds.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, Joe, because if the corner's not confident, they're not calm, if they show panic, then, of course, a fighter absorbs that.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Zones in on that overhand right.
Keep your back off the rope, baby. Keep your back off the rope.
Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Look at him put his punches together.
Keep it going.
Good exchange, he fires back. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Really on target there with a 3-punch combination. Solid left hand to the head.
Hey, keep your hands up.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Boy, right on target with that. Oh, that's a big shot with the left hand. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Good job that round, baby. Good job. Just keep moving your head. Keep moving, all right?
It's okay. It's okay. I need you to move this round, all right? Move. Muévate. It's going to come in swinging. He thinks you're still hurt, and he's going to look to finish you off.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round, what has been a very even fight. The jab has been able to carry the night for him so far. Why so, Teddy?
Well, first of all, he's been able to get it off at the right time. His opponent, that sweet spot, you know, you hear about that in baseball. You want to just hit that ball in the sweet spot. Well, the jab, he's catching his opponent just as he's starting to get into his range before he can get off.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Very good, steady double jab there. To the head he goes with a left hand. Good step back counter punch there. Doing well on the outside. Effective work, the three-punch combination. Comes with the right.
Yeah, baby, good work, good work.
Right hand downstairs. Jab right hand.
Let's see some more head.
Good right hand. Oh, and there you go. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this?
One, up, 2, 3, 4,
Get
5.
damn it!
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Solid. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
Come on! Get on your feet!
3, 4,
Get
5, 6, 7, 8,
Stand!
9,
Stand!
10.
Get up! Get up! Get up!
So that's it. Unable to rise up and beat the count. A knockout victory.
Walked right into that one.
Let's make it official. And for that, we send it up to our ring announcer.
By way of knockout, your winner, Big Daddy.
That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.